Asus packed along its other top dog, the ROG G752. The 17.3-inch gaming notebook comes as the successor to the flagship ROG G751 and features a radical new design, its own novel cooling system, and 6th-generation Intel Skylake processors to boot. Design. The first thing you'll notice about the new Asus ROG G752 is it has a flashier aluminum exterior that's also much cleaner than its predecessor. Whereas the G751's lid was made of a slate of black polymer with a giant metal plate in its center, the G752 top section consists of one solid plate of brushed aluminum with a few spots that light up when the machine is turned on. Asus has even departed from its signature red and black Republic of Gamer color scheme and given the G752 a titanium silver with copper highlights paint job. It's still a striking machine that easily stands out as a hardcore gaming rig. Given its massive 9.6-pound weight and 16.85 x 13.15 x 2.09 inch WXDXH dimensions, it would be hard not to spot the G752 in the first place. You'll find the most eye-catching part of this machine on its rear end, where there's a giant flared vent that looks almost like a grinning baleen whale. It's an incredibly cool touch that's further accented with orange trim and some red LEDs for an added light show. Specs. The biggest and most notable upgrade on the Asus ROG G752 is that it comes with Intel Skylake processors. There are only two options, but the chips are both high-performance Intel processors, the 2.6 GHz Intel Core i7-6700HQ and 2.7 GHz Intel Core i7-6820HK. Of course, both chips are overclockable and users will be able to get up to 3.5 GHz and 3.6 GHz speeds, respectively. On the graphics end, this 17-inch gaming laptop can be configured with a NVIDIA GTX 965M, 970M, or 980M graphics cards. You can bump up the specs of this machine with up to 64 GB of RAM and 512 GB of SSD storage space or a 1 TB hard drive. Aside from the new silicon, the Asus ROG G752 features a vapor chamber cooling system. Rather than going with traditional heat pipes, this system introduces a larger chamber that acts as a reservoir for cooling liquid in the heat pipes. In short, the technology is more efficient at dispersing heat than the heat pipes traditionally found inside most gaming laptops. Thus far, only NVIDIA Titan cards and other high-end GPUs have had vapor chambers because the chambers are expensive to produce. As Intel's new Skylake processors are always overclocked to some extent, this should help the G752 run more efficiently and at higher performance levels for longer. That said, if you're using this machine on the go, expect battery life to last a short 4 hours, and that's going by Asus' best estimate. Price and availability. The Asus ROG G752 will release later this holiday season for a starting price of $1,499, about £977, $2,046. At its most basic configuration, this 17.3-inch gaming rig comes outfitted with an Intel Core i7-6700HQ processor, NVIDIA GTX 965M, 1080p G-Sync display, 16 GB of DDR4 RAM and a 1 TB hard drive. At its maxed-out configuration consisting of an Intel Core i7-6820HK, NVIDIA GTX 980M, 64 GB of DDR4 RAM and 512 GB SSD, the G752 rings up for the still slightly sane price of $3,499, about £2,282, $4,777. Early verdict. Asus has long made a name for itself in the gaming world, delivering some of the highest performance hardware available. The ROG G752 continues this lineage. The new model's design is refreshing and also much more attractive compared to the outgoing flagship G751. The new 17.3-inch laptop comes outfitted with all the latest silicon, including Intel Skylake processors, Maxwell graphics, and DDR4 memory, all at a fairly decent but still expensive price. While I had tons of fun playing with the machine at Asus Republic of Gamers event, I'll have to put this machine through some thorough testing before I can stamp it with my complete approval.